Welcome to The Hypnotist, the show that gives you inside access to cutting-edge hypnosis with real clients facing genuine issues. Brought to you by the hypnotherapist demanded by celebrities, CEOs, and even royalty, Adam Cox. These recordings took place live from Adam's clinic in London's world-famous Harley Street. This podcast features powerful hypnosis, so do not listen while driving or operating machinery. This recording is not suitable for those with epilepsy or severe mental health issues. So, get yourself comfortable and enjoy today's episode of The Hypnotist.
Hi, it's Adam here, and in today's episode of The Hypnotist, you're going to be listening to a hypnosis session designed to empower those people that feel that they drink too much alcohol over the festive period to be able to feel more in control. And it was created for a client that was using alcohol to deal with stress, overwhelm, as a bit of a reward for themselves, but also to feel comfortable in social situations just because it's something that they normally did. So what you're going to hear in this hypnosis session is a bit of a challenge, and that challenge is to enable the festive season, rather than to be looked at as kind of like, well, of course, I'm going to drink a lot over that festive season, but more of an opportunity for training at altitude, that if you can improve your relationship with alcohol in the festive season, when typically people do drink more, then of course you can do it at any other time of the year. So rather than being a problem or a threat or an inconvenience, it's an opportunity. And the challenge here, if you do feel that you drink a bit too much, is to play a game where you are having at least one or two celebratory moments throughout the festive season where you don't drink any alcohol at all, but trying to do it without anyone else noticing. And that might be a challenge depending on your friendship groups or your family or social circles and things like that. But by taking on the challenge, what you would do is you would realize that you have a choice. And a lot of the time, alcohol feels like it's needed to be social, to have confidence, to enjoy, to relax. And a lot of the time, I use the phrase Dumbo's feather because some people will remember the film Dumbo, and Dumbo has big ears and he can fly, but the crow convinces him that actually it's the feather that can make him fly. And in psychology, we call that the placebo effect. And alcohol has that. You know, some people will feel relaxed the moment they open a bottle of wine, even if they don't drink it, or the moment they sip a beer. And nothing biologically or physiologically has actually happened at that particular point, because certainly there isn't enough alcohol to affect the body and it hasn't hit the bloodstream yet. What's happening there is this perception that actually, because you're drinking and because it has a smell and a taste and a glass and a situation, then it's already doing its work. But it isn't the alcohol, and it couldn't be in that kind of time frame. It has to be the belief that it's helping. And quite often you get these self-fulfilling prophecies where the belief that something helps actually gives you more and more references that it is helping. So this is the opposite. And it's saying, well, if you don't need alcohol to have fun, if you don't need alcohol to relax, if you don't need alcohol to enjoy yourself, well, then you've got the choice rather than the obligation to drink alcohol. And this isn't a session designed to say, right, you can never drink alcohol again. I have got sessions recorded to help people become, call it sober or teetotal and things like that. That isn't this session. This session is about reducing the amount of alcohol that you drink over the festive time, and at least having one or two times that you just play the game of not drinking at all, so that you can have the power of choice back. And if you don't have the power of choice, that defines it as an addiction. If you can't say no, then it isn't a choice, it isn't a habit, it's an addiction. And if you are dealing with, let's say, alcohol issues or drug issues, and you feel like hypnosis can help, there will be a link in the show notes where you can schedule a free 30-minute consultation call to explore working with me. And at this time of year, sometimes people do drink a bit too much, and they do have those big hangovers, or they do have embarrassing things or reckless things. And if that happens to you over the festive period and you want to change that, There are many ways that you can change that, but hypnosis can help to get to that point where change is easier. And if that's you, then by all means reach out. For now, though, find a quiet, comfortable place where you won't be disturbed, relax, and enjoy the session. Take a deep breath in. As you breathe in a resourceful feeling of calm and relaxation, and as you exhale, just allow your eyelids to close. That's it. Breathing in and breathing out, that's it. A wave of relaxation, starting at the top of your head, and just feel that relaxation on your eyelids, around your eyebrows, as you breathe in and breathe out. And I want you to use the power of your imagination to imagine that you're breathing a wonderful feeling of calm, resourceful relaxation. Breathing in that calm, resourceful relaxation. And as you exhale, just imagine tension is leaving your body. Any stress, any anxieties. Breathing in resourcefulness as you breathe in. And exhaling tension, stress, and anxiety as you breathe out. I want you to think of a color that represents that calm, resourceful relaxation. A vibrant, bright color, maybe yellow or orange. As you breathe in, imagine that bright color going in through your nose into your lungs, feeling warm and resourceful. But as you exhale, just imagine a darker color is leaving your body. Maybe gray, shadowy, representing the tension that you're willing to let go, the stress you don't need anymore, and seeing it leave your body in your outward breath, and then breathing in that vibrant, bright color. I want you to imagine, just by breathing in and breathing out, you can consider this an emotional transfusion. Breathing in resourcefulness, exhaling tension. So every breath takes you deeper and deeper relaxed, more and more calm, as you give yourself permission to just let go. That's it, deeper and deeper relaxed. I want you to think of a memory. Maybe a memory where you felt relaxed, there was no alcohol involved. And maybe you're surrounded by the people you love the most. Imagine breathing in and breathing out and feeling that wonderful feeling of connection, of love, of feeling that wonderful feeling and realizing that you don't need stress or worries or anxiety, and you certainly don't need alcohol. Breathing in and breathing out. Your body can survive a few minutes without breath. Your body can survive a few days without water, about a week without sleep, and a few weeks without food. But your body can survive forever without alcohol. So as you breathe in and breathe out, you are accepting that any alcohol is always an option, not a necessity. You literally can take it or leave it. You can't do that with drinking water. Can't do that with breathing oxygen. There are certain things you actually need, and many things that you don't need at all. And sometimes you can feel like you need something where it's just a belief. Dumbo's feather. A belief that you need something doesn't mean that you need it. So as you breathe in and breathe out, allow those old beliefs of the past that no longer serve you to also feel like they're leaving your body in your outward breath. Disempowering beliefs leaving your body, empowering beliefs being breathed in, enabling you to feel that you have many more options than you ever thought possible. And just within your imagination, I want you to imagine floating to a magical place where no stress exists at all, no worries, no concerns. And imagine there is a bed in that magical place where no stress exists. Imagine your head on the pillow, and as you breathe in and breathe out, just imagine completely relaxing, feeling a desire to yawn and remembering the best yawn you ever had. How relaxed it felt just to breathe in and breathe out and have that enjoyable yawn. That's it. As you feel that you can really let go. There in that bed of your imagination, in that magical place where stress doesn't exist. As I count down from 10 to 1, you will imagine feeling deeper and deeper relaxed there on that bed, drifting off into a wonderful feeling of calm and relaxation. 10, eyelids feeling heavier, letting go of any tension. 9, any tension in the jaw, around the mouth, just release that tension now. That's it. 8, focusing on the muscles in your neck and your shoulders. As you breathe in that warm color of resourceful relaxation, really let that tension melt away. Seeing it leave your body in your outward breath. 8 goes to 7, that feeling of relaxation going down your arms feeling limp, loose, heavy, all the way to your fingers. 6, that's it, limp, loose, heavy, just completely relaxed. You don't need any tension in your arms at all. And as you breathe in, 5, feel the same thing happening to your internal organs. Your lungs relax, heart relaxes, stomach relaxes, your whole body feels a wonderful wave of relaxation. That's it, 5, and then 4. That's it, going down into your gut. And gut sometimes is where anxiety feels like it lives, and you can just release all of that tension now. 4 goes to 3, feeling so relaxed on that bed just in your imagination. Legs start to let go of any tension. Again, feeling limp, loose, heavy. That's it. 3 and 2 all the way down to your toes. And as it touches your toes, feel it ripple all the way back to the top of your head, feeling completely, totally relaxed. And imagine how it would feel to just relax so much that you could imagine falling asleep. Not falling asleep, just imagine falling asleep there in your mind, on that bed in a place where stress doesn't exist. And in that imagination, imagine that you're dreaming of the festive period where you're playing a game. And the game is to navigate that festive period, choosing to drink less and in some cases not drink at all, to give yourself evidence that you don't actually need alcohol. Occasionally you may want it or even enjoy it, but you don't need it. And if your unconscious is willing to play a game where the fun of drinking is replaced with the fun of seeing if you could not drink without anyone noticing, let me know by nodding your head. And I want you to imagine teleporting into the future, and maybe there's certain places that you might be enjoying the festive time of year. Meals at certain people's houses, nights out in restaurants or bars, perhaps celebrations in certain locations. And just experiment feeling what it would feel like to not drink and still have fun. As you start thinking of all the wonderful times that you have had fun, that's it. And you could feel like you can really enjoy things not need alcohol. Breathing in and breathing out. That's it. And I want you to imagine you're observing yourself like you're watching a stranger, someone that looks exactly like you, able to enjoy Christmas parties, Christmas meals, New Year's celebrations without the need for alcohol as you open your mind to different ideas, ways of thinking that can change your ability to have options. I want you to see yourself finding profound joy in the festive ambience, filling you with warmth and happiness without any need for alcohol. That every time you have a sip of a refreshing non-alcoholic drink, it actually gives you a feeling of being in control, making you feel content and fulfilled. See yourself being at ease and relaxed in social settings, feeling naturally relaxed and sociable in the company of others. Your confidence in social situations is unwavering as you realize that your presence is subtly different to others when you're alcohol-free. Not better, not worse, just different. As you take pride in your clarity of mind, the improved conversations, the additional things you notice, which are all the more meaningful without alcohol. See the kind of drinks you're drinking instead. Maybe more water, juices, soft drinks. The laughter and joy of the season uplift you, see you smiling, enjoying life, looking so relaxed, proving that your happiness flows from within, not from wine or any other drink. See yourself navigating holiday conversations with your personality when you're at your very best, finding that your words are more authentic and engaging. See yourself enjoying the holiday tastes, the food, the desserts, the music. See yourself enjoying the festive time, but without the need for alcohol. Each holiday song that is being played around you resonates with you, reminding you that there is so much more to the festive season than alcohol. And if you had to choose between being alone with unlimited wine or being with the people you love the most in the places you enjoy being without any alcohol, it's the easiest decision in the world to make. You feel a strong sense of control, knowing that you have the power to enjoy every moment to its fullest without the need for any wine. Even as a child, the festive time of year had a special feeling to it. And as you enjoy the Christmas time without alcohol, it reminds you of that Christmassy feeling from your childhood. The spirit of the season fills you with a cheerful glow. I want you to see yourself waking up after these celebratory evenings, full of energy, vitality, no hangovers, no tiredness. And notice how much more you enjoy things when you get to enjoy the evening and the celebrations and the morning that follows. That's it. And you can find creative ways to celebrate, discovering new traditions that don't have to involve the toasting of alcoholic drinks. And maybe you confide in a few people that you're trying out drinking less or not drinking at all to a few select people, and observe how that decision is respected and admired and appreciated. You don't need to communicate to everyone, but maybe just one or two people become supportive for you in that journey. See yourself experiencing a sense of freedom, knowing that there is genuine choice. Drinking alcohol is something you can do, you don't have to. Knowing that you are not bound by the need for alcohol to enjoy life's pleasures. Then sometimes over the festive period there's stressful things. The logistics, different places to be at certain times, and I want you to see yourself handling the holiday stress calmly and effectively, using healthy strategies to relax and unwind. And maybe that is having a nice glass of cold water, breathing in and breathing out, and perhaps seeing yourself write down the things that need to be done rather than feeling overwhelmed by everything in your mind. And I want you to notice at least one time in this holiday season that you are more enjoyable, with more humor and laughter, and having more fun than you normally would. And you're doing that without any alcohol whatsoever. See yourself taking pleasure in the small details, noticing things that sometimes would just fall into the background. The attention that someone's gone to write a message in a card, how they've prepared their decorations, perhaps a message on a gift tag, or how wrapping paper is been carefully put together. See yourself noticing things and tapping into a wonderful feeling of gratitude and mindfulness. And then step inside that version of you, feeling how it would feel to be in a time of celebration without the need for alcohol. And maybe it's a little uncomfortable at first because it's not what you're used to. But you've done many things that you're not used to outside of your comfort zone. See this as a game, as a challenge that you can win. And then imagine having a wonderful evening or day. And imagine waking up, clear memories from the night before, with a smile on your face, with an idea that if you can do this even once, then you can do it again. A feeling of freedom. Some people end up being a slave to alcohol. And if you can free yourself from the shackles of needing it, then you have the choice and the option without the obligation. And that can enable you to feel much more free, with more choices. And feel how you would be proud of your strength and resolve, especially if you're around others where everyone's drinking and you're not. You can respect other people's choices as you respect your own. You are complete and whole exactly as you are, with every celebration being an opportunity for you to choose what you will do and how you will do it in that environment. And then imagine hearing the chimes of Big Ben as it's the start of a new year. And maybe you're toasting the new year without any alcohol whatsoever. And maybe this is you turning a new chapter in your life. A chapter where you can choose to drink but don't need to drink. And I wonder how that chapter may give you so many wonderful experiences and improve the quality of your life in interesting and unpredictable ways. Breathing in and breathing out as you feel like you're returning back to that bed in your imagination where stress doesn't exist. Imagine leaving that bed and take a deep breath in through your nose and out through your nose. Feel like you're returning to the present as you wiggle your fingers and wiggle your toes, fully connecting with the present moment. As very soon I count from 1 to 10 to awaken you. You will awaken feeling refreshed, rejuvenated, with a deep belief that alcohol is not a necessity, just a choice, an option, like anything else. Breathing in and breathing out as I count from 1 to 10, starting to count. 1, 2, 3, waking up. 4, 5, 6, more alert. 7, 8, open your eyes. 9, 10, wide awake, wide awake, wide awake.
Thank you for listening to The Hypnotist with Adam Cox, the show that gives you inside access to cutting-edge hypnosis with real clients facing genuine issues. To automatically receive the latest episodes, please subscribe. If you'd like to support the show, please share this episode with just one friend you think it could help. And if this episode helped you, please leave us a 5-star review.